Hi, my name is Sylvie. I am a certified health coach and fitness trainer, and today's video is an effective full body flexibility for beginners routine. I combined all the best moves that I know that are as multi-purpose as possible, and I think you'll love it. We're gonna get started with a wide-legged forward fold. So bring your feet about 3 feet apart from one another, and then bring your upper body down slowly as you're lifting your tailbone up. Feel your lower abs engage. Lift your tailbone up and feel the stretch in your hamstrings as well as in your inner thighs. If you need yoga blocks, you can use your yoga blocks in front of you, and you can put your hands on your yoga blocks just to make sure that you are keeping your back flat and your chest open. As you feel the stretch here, you can play around with it by moving your thighs from side to side, and then you'll feel that in the different areas of your muscles. You can also take your hands to your right foot and make sure that you are keeping your hips in the middle. You're not shifting to the side. Just keep your hips in the middle and then feel the stretch on your right hamstring. Then you can go to the other side. Next, we're going to go into a Yogi Squat like this here. Bring your body down in a Yogi Squat and come back up. And feel this, your muscles engage. It's always a good idea to try to include some active movements in your stretching routines. I personally prefer more passive stretches, but it's a good way to warm up your muscles, increase your range of motion as well, and your mobility. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Next, you're gonna bring your right knee on the ground, and then you're gonna extend your left leg to your side, just like so. Here, this is a stretch that I like because it works on your inner thigh here, but you also feel it in your hamstring a little bit. And then you can also add your side body to it. As you stretch your side body, make sure that you are pulling yourself up and down. You're not like scrunching your left side body. You're just keeping your chest proud. And feel the stretch. To really see results in your flexibility practice, it is extremely important that you stay consistent with it. There's just no other way. It's like anything else, it takes time, and flexibility is certainly one of those things that you may see a pretty good improvement pretty fast at first, but the more flexible you get, you'll find that the slower progress seems to be, and you just gotta stay consistent. So make this time as enjoyable as you possibly can. Make it something that you can look forward to. Let's switch side. Take your right leg straight, and then you're resting on your left knee. Lift up through your left side body as you lower into the stretch. Let's think of some ways you can make this time enjoyable. Make it part of your daily routine. Try to pick a consistent time that you practice your flexibility. And maybe listen to your favorite music. Sometimes you could maybe watch something, one of your favorite shows, as you go through your stretches. Or you can just focus your awareness on the work you're doing and use this as a time to meditate. There's all kinds of options that you can do, but it's definitely helpful if you learn to enjoy this time. Next, we're going to go in Pigeon Pose. Bring your right leg in front of you and take your right knee near your right ankle, just below it, as you can see. And then there's a couple of options depending on your flexibility, but since this is a beginner flexibility routine, you're most likely going to keep your right foot closer to your body here, just like that. Or you could bring it further away from you, and then your right shin will be parallel to the top of the mat. As you become more flexible, this is something you'll be able to achieve. And then as you stretch, you will feel this in your inner thigh and also in your hamstring, a bit that right hamstring as you press down and keep your thigh glued to the mat. You can also use a block and sit on your block. So you would put that block underneath your right thigh. Keep your hips facing forward. Keep your chest proud as you lift, and then you'll feel this stretch in your hip flexors as well. And as you press down and lift up through your chest, you may even feel that in your back. And as you increase in flexibility, you can try to lift that left foot up, grab it with your left hand. This will increase your stretch in your left quad and also in your back. I find I really feel that in my back. Switch leg. Now I can demonstrate using the block. On the other side, you wouldn't have seen it very well, but look, you can do that. And then as you increase your flexibility, as you open up, you take it out and you sit straight on the mat. I love the pigeon because it is a stretch that works so many areas at the same time. I am working on doing the king pigeon right now. So the pigeon is the first step to getting there. I don't know, I just find it very relaxing and enjoyable, effective, because I still feel the stretch everywhere. You can bring your right foot up if you want. Feel the stretch in your quads, but make sure again that you are keeping your hips facing forward. Next, we're going to work on opening your shoulders and your chest a little bit. Extend your right leg up, bend your elbow, and then with your left hand, put some pressure, a little bit of pressure here on your elbow and feel the stretch in your tricep. This is a great beginner stretch here. And as you increase in flexibility, you can simply take that left hand in your back and clasp your right hand. And you really feel that stretch in your tricep, in your shoulders. Play around with it as you would with any other stretch. Listen to your body, see where it's tight. Switch side. I'm going to clasp my left hand. Next, we're going to do the butterfly stretch. Bring your feet together and then lift your upper body up. Bring yourself forward as you're keeping your chest proud. I like to keep my hands behind me to support myself and make sure that I'm keeping my chest proud as I'm lowering my upper body. You don't need to keep the soles of your feet together, close together. You can let them open up. As you lower and open up, you'll feel that in your inner thighs. And the more flexible you get, you'll be able to take your hands in front of you and possibly eventually rest your upper body down. You could even rest your upper body on a block. I'm not flexible enough to make it there, and since this is a beginner flexibility routine, there's a pretty good chance that you're not at this point either. So you can keep supporting yourself with your hands behind you. Think about the sensations that you're feeling and think about relaxing any muscle that wants to tense up. And as you start in your flexibility routine, even as you advance into your training, you'll notice that your body tends to tense up. Whenever you want to stretch, it's a normal reaction. And you can bring your attention inward to relax. Relax your body into your stretches. Next, I want to take you in the Cobra Stretch. You're going to come here in your prone position with your elbows at a 90-degree angle in front of you. And this is a great stretch for your back. And you should feel that in your back as well as in your front body. Make sure that you're keeping your thighs and your hips on the mat, and then lift your chest up. Maybe you can tuck in your chin a little bit as you lift yourself up. And this is a great stretch to gain more back flexibility. And as you open up, this might become a bit too easy. To make it a little bit more challenging, you can raise yourself up by straightening your arms, just like that. And the same thing applies here. You're keeping your hips on the mat. You're feeling your chest lifting. And as you gain even more flexibility, you can lift up on your fingertips, but make sure you're keeping your shoulders down. Only 2 more stretches with this full body beginner flexibility routine. So we're going to do a half pancake now. Take your left leg out, extend it. Your right leg is bent in front of you. And then work on lowering your upper body on your, both in front of you. So you can start in front of you like that. And then you can also bring your hands on your left foot and stretch here. And you'll feel that in your left hamstring. And you can play around with the way you're holding your foot. For example, you could lift up through your side body and grasp your foot that way, and then lower down, just like that. Or you can just do what I was doing right here. Depending on where you feel the stretch and what feels good in your body right now. See where you need to stretch the most and what movements are helping you right now. Switch side. I like to start in front of me a little bit. I feel that in my hamstring of the hamstring of the extended leg quite a lot. And then as this opens up, that's when I tend to move to the side. That's what I mean when I tell you to play around with the movements. And also you want to make sure that you do experience the discomfort. It has to be uncomfortable to be effective. That's what the stretching is all about. But you don't want to be in pain. And you just need to learn to ride the wave of the discomfort in your stretches. And so you go where you feel the discomfort, and then you can ease out, and then you get back into it. The last stretch that I wanted to do with you today is another back exercise, and it's a prelude to the Camel. I love the Camel to increase back flexibility, but the Camel is not a beginner stretch. The Camel, if you're not aware, is just that. To get there, what you can do is stay on your knees just like that. Bring both your hands on your lower back and pull up through your chest. Just like that. And pull up through your chest and feel the stretch in your front body as you are pushing your tailbone in. You're tucking your tailbone in and lifting up and down through your upper body. I'm gonna stay here for a few breaths. As you graduate from here, you can do the half camel as well. So we're gonna tuck your toes and bring your left hand on your heel. Take your right leg, extend your right arm above you. Feel the stretch all throughout your right side body, your front body. And then you're gonna switch from side to side. That's how you do the half camel. And the speed that you pick is up to you. You can go slow and feel the stretch, and you can go faster if you want. Two more times. So one on each side. That's it. You're done with this full body beginner flexibility routine, and I hope you enjoyed it. As I said before, it's important that you find these training sessions very enjoyable. If you want more information about the stretches and about how to become more flexible, don't forget to check the link in the description below. You'll see a link to my blog post right there. And thank you for watching.